So my second project is the one that almost everyone uses now is hosting LLMs in our own server so everyone can connect to the same place. So we have three types of roles here. First is the normal user, second is a team like admin, and we have the super admin, which is either me or Mr. Maiga Chang. So why we have an admin and super admin? The admin can be like an overseer of a team. Like we can host this and give it to many universities. We go to the dean of the university and he's the admin. Why we're the super admin, so you can select from others, and the users are the students. So this is the overview of how what we have now. We have 8 users, 11 models tested. The instances running right now are 0. We have no one using it now, and 20 API keys. We made it with API keys, so no one just starts using it without our permission. So we use API keys just like the others. This is the server that we have. It's 4 CPUs and 32 gigabytes of RAM. And this is the total tokens in the past 2 weeks, I think, we used it. This is the user. So go here. These are the last instances. I'll show you a better view of the paper. Here is the user's report. So the total tokens in the last week is 600,000 with 720 total requests. This is the speed of each node. 5 tokens per second for our most used models, which is 1.5 billion with 5 tokens per second. It's how we calculate the RAM users and the tokens. Each time it runs, I take what it has and average it over the session. So you can sometimes it can go to 20, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 3 when there is 2 models running at the same time. So the average it goes there. Even the RAM users, so we don't open like 10 instances we can support. We can like before we start one, we check the average RAM users in the past and see how much we have, and we don't do that. Okay, now I test it better than just think about it. Okay. On the dashboard, we can see all the models that I have permission to. I can start any one of these. So I'll be starting with most beloved one, the 20 billion. Okay, there is a chat mode and competition mode. Chat mode, you can talk to it and it's used for history. Competition mode is what they normally use right now. It doesn't have memory, so you send a request, take it and send it. So we'll give it one of the prompts here and let it generate it. I'll put stream. We also support images right now for the models that can use images. This one does, so I give it now an image instead of what do you see and everything. Just complete. Why did it complete? So show you in the rating. Just wait for it. I think if I had made it a little smaller one, it would be better. Generating tables, generating everything.
Almost there, I think.
Generated the whole paper. Okay, so here, if I go to the dashboard, the instances which was empty, you can see the CPU, the how many users using it, and everything right now with the logs. But we don't save the prompts for security reasons. We don't save anything. The moment the user sees it, we deliver it again. Okay, back to here. I'll give it an image. I like that stuff. You in the image. Okay. One important thing here at the bottom, you can see the film documents per second and how much it took time for it to generate all that. It took about 1 minute, 55 seconds. But when I put an image because it needs to load another file, so it will be longer. Very in short term, so it doesn't just cover the slower than usual.
The 2 billion, this is a 3.52 billion model, right?
Yes,
So that is a quick, I mean, 20 something, 22 token per second. That is quick.
Yeah. This is the first performing model here. I saw the 10 other models, and this one gives better answers and is way faster.
Yeah, yeah.
But in general, what to this question, I don't know if it's so the lesson.
Yeah, I think it's not why.
That's it. Okay, so it says the rating, you can use it in any other product, you just send the text and the image, you can choose any of the models existing. We limit the users to 100,000 tokens per day, which is too much already. For images, it's limited to 5,000 tokens per image. Even if you give us like a big one, I compress it to a bit smaller, and it's limited to 5,000. So you can use like 20 images per day. Okay. 20 images. And here is the token users for you as a user right now. Okay. Now, this one, this is the evaluation I did to 27 different models on different systems. One of them is answering yes, no questions. Factoid, if I didn't answer a question and it needs to give me different answers in this form. That's a list, and the rouge is for comparing what I wanted as an answer and his answer in a way that is not just comparing the letters itself, but the context, some context awareness. And here, let me show you this model. 1.6 billion is the fastest of them, with 100 tokens per second, but his performance is kind of bad. But the others, let me show them by performance. The best models are always the when. When models are always the best. You see, and the colors there, when it's yellow, so we are going the first, the best performing, the silver is the second, and the other is the third performance. You see, the three of them are take the first places in all of them. Okay, and here is for to create your API. You just need to create the API and link it to your application. If you're using the OpenAI, you can just switch the base. You just switch one setting and put the API, and it will work like it was in OpenAI. The same thing for DeepSeek. If you're using DeepSeek, you just switch it the first line of the setting. You put this thing, and you put it OpenAI. That's it. It works.
But the Gemini doesn't.
Gemini doesn't have
Okay,
that way.
doesn't have it that way.
So here, if you want to request a model, you go to Hugging Face. You want to request a model you like. You just put the link here, request it. The admin, like the dean of the university, accept it. Then the final acceptance comes for you. So the admin because it's his server. Or you can upload your own file. You can just click here. Like I have this Gemma. Start upload or need to fill these. If that's right, oh, it's already that's right. So we can like train your model, make it specific to something, then put it here and you can use it directly. Okay, and so this is the documentation for everything. Here I document how to use it, where to use it, which request and response with examples. here. Actually, you can test it from here. You can run this, and it will give you a response here. Uh, our most complex one is the async mode because in the internet there is a 30-second response time. If the server doesn't respond in 30 seconds, they think it's down, and we're using CPU for it's longer. That's why we made this one. So you send the request, you just keep calling until it is ready or not yet. But we put a lot of security on it because we're saving something locally. So we encrypt it. We can give you a test right now here. First, let me list the models. I use, let's say this one. And the country that works. The 100 tokens. Listen. And this key, you have eliminated yourself. It's like a key, a embed group, and you have it, and then delete it. Then we run it. We wait for a little bit for the response. It will give you this the document ID and the X special quantity, which is the encryption type we're encrypting with, and the mouse. You check the results, you get everything from here. You have to encrypt it, decrypt it yourself. You can use this website to encrypt it. I need to copy everything. This is quickly pronounced, permissible, and the authentication code. It's from here. The first thing was the name, and this is the name. Then we have the message here. And the computation code, that's the last one. I'm pretty sure it's something around here. Let me check first. This is nice. And authentication code would be good. Yeah, and this is the response. So if someone using it here, we have to code them. Not, it's not like manual thing. This is manual to know how much it takes to decrypt it and how many keys you have to do to decrypt it. But if someone is using it, who has to code, like generate an answer, send it, decrypt it, and get the response they get. It's easy. Okay. So I'm going to the evaluation. This is the latest request of Mr. Maiga Chang. You see these benchmarks. Anyone can do his benchmark and upload it on our website to showcase it. You can submit it from here. But how to generate it? People may don't know how to generate, how to test models. So I put this one for them. You can select 27 from our models, or you can add the test model from here. Then they add their dataset from Kaggle, Hugging Face, or the file if they want to. They have to fill everything from here, CSV, the questions, the rating. Then what type of evaluation you want. You can select them all, or you select one based on your dataset. Then since we have different evaluations, we need different columns in the dataset. So we select that from here. And the form which you will give LLM for each type of evaluation. And finally, the parameters here. If you want to run it on the CPU, which I use on 10% of the dataset to test the tokens and everything. And on the GPU, I go the fill the dataset to get evaluation. So it is the system points of view and the evaluation for accuracy rating. And finally, we generate. You should need to fill everything to generate. Third, I have this one which I generated yesterday. So it will give you the requirements you need to install. The readme file on what each thing in the first steps you can change. So we can change everything in the code you set, but these explain everything there and the modules you will learn. And this is the file that you will learn everything in here, the models. The parameters that you can change are all on the top. So you can change easily. You don't need to go down to the area code. This is the parameters of everything. To select it. And then you can run it. It will give you a zip file. You just come upload it from the website. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah. So once again, when you start,
May.
May 17, and then the term one, term two, May 17. Yeah.